Morning, ladies. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I love the fact that this group exists and I can be myself. Here is like a mess. After that, it's working. But listen, I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk very briefly about the importance of planning every day. So, of course, you know me. I've got my notebooks. Let's see. All right, so this is one of my spiral notebooks. I've got the other one right here. I just started a new one. I keep them on deck. I was talking to one of the ladies in the Hustle Mama tribe last night, and we were yesterday actually, and we were talking about how we write notes and keep these books and these journals. And I have a journal, journals that I write into, like journals. Um, but I just wanted to jump on real quick and tell you that it is so important. I never really realized how important it is to write things down. And it's not just so that you can remember for people who have menopause brain, but it's really because it activates neurons so that you are actually envisioning and making part of your mindset the things that you want to accomplish. And that's why everybody's like, oh, write your goals, set goal setting, write things down. But they don't tell you why, okay? And they don't show you how. And I think that's what makes me different in the marketplace. Um, I don't want to just give information to people. Like I could give information all day long. I do research. I'm a researcher. I've got tons of content. I have so much content that I can't even mine through it. But please show me how to use the information you're giving me, or please tell me what the benefit is so that I can understand and make the connection. Like I have to be connected to information to be able to understand it, to make it work for me. And sometimes I'm not always connected. And sometimes what happens is I'll learn things, I'll pay for programs, I'll go with gurus, and it's logically making sense, but it's not practically making sense in my life. So okay, so here I am realizing the importance of writing things down. So, like I said, here's my notebook with all my notes. The reason why you have to write it down, the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. The whole thing is an architect does not design buildings without first putting all the measures in place in the sketch and the vision. So, when you write things down every single day, you are actually ordering in your mindset the things that you want to accomplish and you're envisioning it. So it's actually being kind of walked into and accomplished before you even start the work, which is why goal setting and writing it down helps you to move forward in your business, in your life, in your finances, in your relationship, everything. So like whatever you want for your relationship, write that down. Write the vision down, see what it is so that you can remember this is what you want, this is what you want to keep in touch with, this is what you want, you won't tolerate. How many times have you heard write a good list and a bad list, and then see which list is longer and see which list means more. So I think sometimes that is hard for people to write things down, not because they're too busy, but because they don't want to face what they're actually going to see when they write it down. And so it works with your finances too. I mean, it's like it's more than keep a budget. Like keeping a budget doesn't mean anything if you don't have the money to pay the bills that's on the budget list. But if you write the things down that you have that are obligations, you will begin to see what you owe, and then the money that you need to pay what you owe will appear, believe it or not. And when you start to write things down, every time, every cent you spend, every dime that costs you, and you write it down, you get to see where your money's going and make changes to your lifestyle and then give more money back to yourself. And it's the same thing with food. That's why when you're working out, people are like, okay, write down everything you eat. You write down everything you eat because once you see it on paper, you can actually make the change, you can modify your behavior, and you can change the situation and transform it. So the Bible says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So not renewal as in one time, renewing as in it's a constant thing. Like you have to do it all the time. It's more than once. So writing things down helps you to transform, make changes, transformation from one place to another. And then the other thing is sometimes as women, we carry a lot of stress. And you have to understand what your body says to you and how you feel when you encounter a stressful situation or a situation that doesn't feel good or a situation that bothers you or that is going to anchor you to that seat. So once you realize how to listen to your body and what your body's telling you, when you start to write things down, you can actually feel your body and how you feel about the things that you're writing down, and then begin to identify what maybe you need to release or what needs to be changed in a different way. So for example, I had an email that came through this morning, and it's a very stressful situation that I'm involved in. We'll talk about it later once it's finished and resolved and I've learned the lesson, and then I can share it. But I realized that I've been writing things down pertaining to it, and it's not affecting me as strongly as it was initially. But I also have been saying my affirmations and giving it back to God. And when you give something to God, you can't take it back. You can't wear it back. You can't stress about it anymore. You have to have the faith and the knowing that it's done already. So you have to see the outcome and envision everything as resolved. So it bothered me a little bit, but I had to confront it. And you have to confront the things that are uncomfortable, that don't feel good, because if you don't, then they fester and they stay there. So I just wanted to jump on real quick. So here are the 3 lessons. 1, write every single thing down, because when you write things down, you begin to transform it, and you also begin to grow the things that you want to grow, dismiss the things you identify that you want to dismiss, and then see a transformation and steps moving forward. The second thing is listen to your body and the things that don't feel good and how it's responding to stress or things that make you uncomfortable and that you don't like. And you can do that by not only thinking about it, but writing it down and then releasing it. And once you give it to God, that's it, don't take it back. And then the third thing is always confront your fears, confront anything that's bothering you. Because when you confront the things that bother you, that you are scared of, that are worrying you or stressing you, when you confront those things, then there's nothing to be scared of anymore, because you become the David who defeats your Goliath. And sometimes confronting them doesn't mean necessarily going head to head with a person, but actually confronting it on paper, writing out your feelings, writing the situation down, and writing what you desire the outcome to be, and then rolling with that. Okay, hope you have a blessed day, ladies. Talk to you soon.